What is going on, guys? It is your boy Tropicalnhl back here today for a brand new video. So today I wanted to make a quick video talking about the Toronto Maple Leafs, biggest rivals of the Montreal Canadiens. But I'm not the type of Habs fan who likes to see a team struggle, so I'm gonna be trying and give my opinion on what's going on with the Maple Leafs right now. The Maple Leafs has been struggling. They've been struggling that bad that they are now behind the Canadiens on the leaderboard. So that's kind of bad. That's kind of tragic. They lost their last three games, and it looks bad. It looks bad. Austin Matthews doesn't look good. Willie Nylander looks meh. Mitch Marner looks meh. The only guy that's been looking really good so far is John Tavares, and I still think that the biggest mistake the Maple Leafs did in the last couple of years was to sign John Tavares. I think it would have been a better option to take that money to put better players around the young core they had with Matthews, Marner, Nylander. You just build around those guys. I think that would have been much better for them, even though Tavares is an excellent player. He's really, really good, and he's having a heck of a start for this season, but I still think that it would have been better for them to just build around the young guys with that money. But that's just my opinion. Maybe I'm wrong. What do the Maple Leafs need to be back on track? I think that even if they do nothing at some point, they will be back on track. But I don't think that they'll go deep in the playoffs. They're probably going to lose in the first round again. That's not what I wish. I want the Stanley Cup to come back to Canada, and the Maple Leafs are definitely one of the best Canadians team right now. So it's always fun seeing the Leafs fan reactions when they lose in the first round, but it would be cool also to see them enjoy a win in the playoffs. I still do think that even if they don't change anything, they're going to restart doing good. Matthews is going to eventually start scoring goals. Marner's going to do well as well. But the problem for the Leafs is not to make the playoffs; is to go deep to go deep in them. And I don't think that if they keep that same environment, that same team, that they're going to do better than they did before in the playoffs this year. I'm proposing a trade. I think that the biggest weakness in the Leafs game is the defense. And they need to go for a top defenseman. They have Morgan Riley, but they need another one. They need another top four defenseman. And they don't have one. They don't have one. But one thing they have is too many forwards. Too many forwards, not enough defensemen, not enough elite defensemen. Because when you look at teams that won the Stanley Cups over the last couple of years, they're all about defensemen, man. And the Tampa Bay Lightning, when they won the Stanley Cup against my Canadiens, had Sergachev on the third pair. Last year, the Colorado Avalanche, Samuel Girard, Kel McCarr, Devin Tays, all of those guys. The Maple Leafs don't have that. They only have superstar caliber forwards. Morgan Riley's really good, but he needs some help. Giordano was an insane player. He's still really good, but he's not that top defenseman you need to go deep in the playoffs. And why not go after Jakob Chychrun? Why not go after Jakob Chychrun? I feel like he could help them a lot on the defensive side. They need two things. They need a forward that already won the Stanley Cup, a depth forward that already won the Stanley Cup, that can add a lot of grit to their play, a bit like a Corey Perry with the Canadiens when they went deep in the playoff. They need a Corey Perry on like the third or fourth line. Don't talk to me about Wayne Simmons, the Jason Spezzas, the Joe Thornton. When you go with guys like that, they never won a Stanley Cup. So you're bringing more guys that are choking into an already choking team. You need a guy that won. You need a veteran that won one or multiple Stanley Cups on the third or fourth line. That's the number one thing. Second thing, you fire Sheldon Keefe. He's a really good coach, but I think he lost the trust of his superstars in the locker room, and they're probably the one leading the group. So if you lost the trust of those players, you lost your locker room. I think that's pretty bad. So if I was them, I would get a third line player that already won the Stanley Cup, a Corey Perry like type of player. Second thing I would do is fire Sheldon Keefe, even though I think he's a really good coach. It's just because of the environment, the fact that he probably lost his locker room. I would hire Barry Trotz, because Barry Trotz won Stanley Cups. He went deep in the playoffs. He knows how it works. He could help the guys that never won any playoff round to do so. And four, I would trade Willie Nylander to the Arizona Coyotes in a trade for Jakob Chychrun. So you get rid of some cap space, you take some with Jakob Chychrun, and you upgrade your defense. And even though Willie Nylander is really good, you need to trade one of those forwards, either Matthews, Nylander, Tavares, or Marner, to improve the team. You have too many superstars forwards, but not enough superstar defensemen. So trade Nylander for Jakob Chychrun. Get a veteran player that won a Stanley Cup. Fire Keefe, hire Barry Trotz, who won Stanley Cups. And if the Maple Leafs are able to do that, I think they should have done that this summer, in my opinion. But now there's still time to do so. If they can do that, I feel like they're going to be a way better team, and I feel like they could go deep in the playoffs. But that's just my opinion. Anyways, if there's some Leafs fan watching this video, let me know your opinion in the comments below. I hope your team is gonna do better, and yeah, I'll see y'all later for another video. It's been your boy Tropical NHL. Bye bye.